want to welcome you to the image editor tutorial. Many times you upload your images into WibWabWeb and you want to be able to make the images smaller or even crop them to a different size and aren't quite sure how to do that. Well, the image editor makes that all very simple. Let me show you how it works. Follow me to Media, which will take me to the list of images I have within my website. And I'm going to click Edit on the image I want to make changes to. And then you have an Edit Image button here. And if you click on that, that will direct you to the place where you crop your image. You can rotate it and flip it and even scale your image. I'm going to walk you through what the icons at the top are here now. The first one is the cropping icon. If you click your mouse and drag it, you'll see a highlighted section, and that will be the part where your image will show. The highlighted part is what you see. Once you crop it, that's what your image will be. The dark shaded part will be the part that disappears and no longer exists. You can use the boxes with this black arrow and drag it any way you want to get it a precise trim on your image that you want. Now that you have your selection the way you want it, you just click on the cropping tool. And voila! Your image is now cropped. The next icon is the rotator icons. You can rotate counterclockwise and rotate clockwise. I'm going to go ahead and click rotate counterclockwise, and you can see it rotates the image counterclockwise. And if you choose rotate clockwise, it will rotate your image clockwise. You also have the capabilities of flipping your images. You can flip it vertically, which will make it look like this. And then you can also flip it horizontally, and that's how it will look like. The next two icons are your undo and redo buttons. They're really handy. If you click on your undo button once, it will restore my image to what I had set before I clicked the flip horizontal, which was flip vertically. So now it's just flip vertically. And if I click the redo button, that will go ahead and restore the one that I just undid. So if I click redo, it will take it back to the flip horizontally look. You can also keep clicking the undo button to get you back to your original state of your image. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and crop this again real quick since I actually... Okay, let's just choose the crop tool, and I'm going to crop that. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And let's choose the Edit Image button because I want to show you how you can restore your image back to the original state. That's what's really nice about the image editor. If you make changes to your image and at some point you want to go back to how it initially looked when you first uploaded it into WibWabWeb, you just choose the Restore an Original Image. By clicking on that, just click Restore Image, and it will take you back to what your original image looks like. How great is that? That's such a nice feature in the image editor. Why don't we talk about scaling your image now? A lot of times the images might be too big for your page. This is a perfect place where you can go to make them smaller. But let me remind you that you want to make sure your images are big enough when you upload them into WibWabWeb. I don't suggest you trying to make them any larger by using the scale image. It's best that you always use the scale image when making images smaller. If you try to make it larger, it might make your image look fuzzy or even pixelated. And that doesn't make for a good website. You want your images to be crisp and clear. So keep that in mind. Always use the scale image to make your image smaller, not larger. I'm going to go ahead and take my width down to 150, and you can see that it automatically changes the height. That keeps the image the correct size that it's supposed to be, and it won't distort it in any way. And if you choose scale, you'll see that my image is now down to the 150 pixels. It's quite a bit smaller than it was from the very beginning. Okay? So that's how you make your image smaller. You can see down at the bottom here, you can also change your title, add alternate text, and a caption description, and it also gives you the link to where the image is stored. That's the file URL. Remember that if you make any changes to your image, to always either save it or update the media to keep those changes. That's all there is to it, to use the image editor. It's just really easy to use, and it's a great feature I think you'll use a lot. So I hope this tutorial helped you learn how to use the image editor in more detail, and I hope you find it a breeze to work with. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.